Right, hi there guys. Sean Mack here from Restaurant Orders Free. So, what we've got today for you is a little bit about Instagram and restaurants and how to better use Instagram to actually get your restaurants more business and more reach. Everything that's good about Instagram can be used within restaurants. In fact, there's pretty much nothing made as good for restaurants as what Instagram is. People love going out, photographing their food and showing their food off, so it's the ideal place for your restaurant to be. Now, first thing, let's just run through a couple of rules, because there is a couple of things within Instagram that's going to help you really get to a lot more people in your area. Now, I know Instagram's global. What we're actually going to do is here, we're going to show you a little bit more on how to get the reach locally so you can get all the people that you need into your restaurant to make it more of a success. So first things first, first thing that we need to do is we need to make up your username. Now for your username, you can often just use your restaurant name, which is always a good idea. However, you do want to state whereabouts your restaurant is. So within the username, say for example Domino's, then you could have at Domino's in Washington, which is where I am right now. So you could have these various different things, which is just going to help the user be able to find you, know where you are, and of course tag you later on, which we're going to come on to. The next very next thing that we're going to do is content. Now, content is what most people fear, and there's kind of a good reason to it. Firstly, you need to be consistent. Instagram rewards people when they have more content coming out on a regular basis. So ideally, you should be posting around about once a day. Now, I know that sounds like an awful lot, and it can get a little bit worrying if you're thinking, right, I've got to post once a day, don't know how I'm going to do this. Rather than thinking about that, we at Chatamo, we've actually made it as part of our free restaurant ordering system that we can automate all your postings within Instagram, within Facebook, within LinkedIn, Twitter and everywhere else. So you don't need to worry about the actual content being posted up regularly. You do want to be doing it every day, but what we can do as well is you can actually set that content to go back out again in 6 months time. So obviously you can start building up on how much content you're actually going to do. But when you think about content, don't just think about your food items, right? Yes, you want to sell a lot of food, and yes, you want to be looking great for all your food. However, if you're just concentrating on food, people may get bored. So bring a little bit more local interest in there as well. Bring some of the characters that you've had in your restaurant. Show some behind the scenes of the various different people who works in your restaurant. It's all really good for business. And you should be doing it all the time. Right, create your restaurant hashtags. Now this seems like a strange thing to say, but you want to be tagging you want to make up your own hashtag for your own restaurant. The reason being is you're wanting people to go out and generate content. And when they generate content, they can add your hashtag to their post. Now, the great thing about this is, as soon as your restaurant is tagged, what we can actually do now with Chatamo is we can go over, get straight in touch with these people, and we can thank them first for leaving a nice picture or whatever they've done. And we can also, which we have been recommending to a few restaurants that we manage, give them a small reward. So maybe it's an appetizer, something like this. That's not going to cost you a fortune, but it's going to encourage people to post more, which means you're going to get seen by more people. And of course, gives you more reach. Next, user-generated content, just what we've been talking about. So this is people going out and posting for you. This wants to be really encouraged as much as you can, because the more people are posting for you, the more you're getting seen by their followers, and more of their followers are going to share it, and it's kind of, it really comes in good. I'm going to go into a little bit more of the figures very shortly, but this is what you should really be looking at. One of the best places I've ever seen it being done is actually GoPro cameras, who do massive amounts of user content, and it costs them absolutely nothing for their marketing. Next one, use holidays. I know you're probably already doing this, but the likes of Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, things such as this, make it really special. Make it so people's going to come in and book your restaurant. Run a few days beforehand, or a few weeks beforehand, and get the interest really up there. Start cooking some dishes that's going to show well in it. And the best thing about this is that these hashtags are going to be trending. So Valentine's Day hashtag obviously trends a few days before Valentine's Day, and so on and so forth. So you're going to be able to cash in on the various different hashtags that holidays are using. Next, colour palettes. I know you've probably all seen it before, but when you go onto Instagram, some of the feeds can look very, very messy. So try and use a complete colour palette in there. Maybe it might be a filter, perhaps a little blue filter or something like this, which is just going to give your photos more of a uniform look. Now, within Chatamo, we've actually got complete image manipulation tools in there, so you don't need to worry about that. You can just upload your image, fiddle about with it, do whatever you want with it, and it's ready to go straight away. Next one, you want to be creating story highlights. You want to be showing the very best that your restaurant has. So perhaps you're going to show your menu, starting with starters, main courses, desserts. You might want to show your interior of your restaurant. Anything that's particularly Instagrammable, this is where you should be showing it, within those little story highlights, which are really going to get your restaurant going there. Next bit, partner with influencers. Now, influencers have got a little bit of a bad name, because there are some of these influencers about who are terrible. They basically use their power, or at least the power that they assume they have, to try and get free meals and all this lot. We're not talking about those particular influencers. We're talking about influencers in your local area. So they're more small influencers. Now, this is as well with food bloggers, and you want to be really getting in touch with these food bloggers, because these people do have a good reach. And if you're offering them maybe a meal for free, something like this, then straight away you're going to get an awful lot more promotions. I'm just going to move myself over here a little bit. Next one, run competitions and giveaways if it ever pops up. Right, run competitions and giveaways. Now, this is massive and a really, really good way for you to start getting Instagram followers. When you're running competitions, you want to be asking these people to tag some of their friends. Now, if they tag their friends, they can then be entered into the competition. Now, the great thing about this is what we actually want to do is we want to take away, how to put this, we don't want everybody relying on Instagram's algorithms. The algorithms that you get with Instagram, you're only getting seen by about 6% of people. So, in an ideal world, what we want to do is we want to build our list separate from Instagram and know we're getting more reach. Now, every single person who comments on one of your competition posts will get a message through Chatamo. Then what that message is going to do, it's going to add them to your list. So now you're building up an email list, you're building up an SMS messaging list, and this is where the real quality comes in. Now, I know a lot of people run competitions, giveaways, and they're just looking for the sale. So they'll go out there and they'll offer maybe $15 off 20% off, or something like this. But what then happens is you're getting customers in, and it's kind of a waste of revenue, because the customer's coming in, but you haven't got any of their details, so you can't contact them again. It's the same when you see restaurants running the likes of Groupon and things like this. Now, Groupon takes a massive percentage. You get none of the benefits of actually knowing who your customers are. You don't get any way of contacting them again, so you're kind of stuck. And you're just basically wasting money. You're getting people in, but the cheap people, they're looking for cheap deals, and they're not your ideal customers. By getting the email addresses, by getting the SMS messages, and by using messenger marketing, you're going to get not only the people in, but you're going to be able to keep the people and get the right sort of people, which then means you can go out and retarget. Now, the most important part, be consistent. I've mentioned this before, but I can't stress it enough. You must be posting Instagram regularly. It's like all social media. Social media make their money by people going on social media and being interested in any particular thing. Now, if you aren't consistent, what happens is they don't really think that you're particularly interested. And if you're not interested, they're not interested in you. Again, you only show it around about 6% of people. So when you start being more consistent, you will actually see those figures begin to boost up. Now, one of the ways the figures do boost up is, we're going to go on to play the algorithms. One of the ways that your figures will boost up is by interaction with people. Now, obviously, you haven't got time to go in there and reply to every message and everything else. That's why we automate the whole thing. So if somebody leaves a comment on your Instagram page, we immediately comment straight away afterwards. Now, once we've commented afterwards, we can also then send them an SMS message. And what then happens is Facebook and Instagram see this happening, and they instantly think that your page is doing an awful lot more, right? You're getting a lot of interaction, you get a lot of people interested in it, so they're going to start showing you to more people. Now, one of the prime examples we have of this is, I've got actually tattoo studios as well, and I put up a post on face tattoos, which we just completed somebody's face tattoo, and I knew it was going to get an awful lot of feedback. So we posted this up, and what then happened was we actually got 150% more people than what we have following the page. We have 11,000 people following the page. We had literally thousands of people getting to see this post. And then it turns into a big snowball effect, because then everybody starts talking about it and everybody starts doing it. Now, when you go into Chatamo, I'm just going to quickly show you the kind of thing that you're going to get. So this is for the likes of your auto postbacks and the various other things. So first off, you get your whole desk, which is all in there. But if we go down here, what I want to have a look at is comment growth tools. Now, this is all of your Instagram comment growth tools. We can also add chatbots to it as well, which are awesome. I strongly suggest you should have a chatbot because it's going to gather everybody's information for you. The most important thing in the world is information. So you've got your comment templates. So we can set the comment templates and instantly leave a comment to other people's comments. We have reply templates, so we can send them off a reply. We can do all that. That's all sorted. We have the automation of campaigns. So every post that you put up, you can put in this automation and you know that everything's going to get done. Now, we also change around the comments differently. So we have a few different comments and they will get posted randomly. Right? What this means, it means that the algorithm likes it because it sees nice long posts and it loves it. Now, the important parts that we've got in here is we've got the reports. So we can look at if we are doing any paid advertising, we can see exactly the report on how much we're making. And we've also got the statistics, which I can't say very well. Now, within these statistics, we'll just take a quick look. We'll actually use my tattoo shop. It's nice and easy, and it's actually going to show you the sort of thing that we are going to want to do. So my tattoo shop is in the UK, and we are round about Durham and Cheshire Street, so we're in the northeast. And we're not actually posting very much on Instagram at the moment. I've left it down to my staff, and they're not doing an awful lot. But as you can see, the place where we're hitting is Durham, Sunderland, Chester Street, Newcastle. We can see exactly which genders. So for your restaurant, you're going to know exactly which age group you're attracting, and are you attracting the right age group? And we can start really learning an awful lot about these people. Facebook and Instagram keep around about 100,000 different points within everybody on their system. What that means to you is it means that you're going to have all of these details ready for you to use again and find lookalike customers. Now, lookalikes aren't the be all and end all, but they are very, very important. So as you can see, all of these are all around the UK, all around the area where the tattoo shop is. There are massively amount more in the UK than what there is United States, Brazil, Mexico. This is all important. We're a local company. We don't really want a load of traffic from United States. They aren't going to come in and pay the money, and you can't take likes to the bank. So this is just helping us actually see exactly where we've got. Now we've also got the reach, so we can see how the reach has dropped off since we stopped posting a lot. And we've also got the follow account, all right? So we can see how many followers we've gained, and we're losing followers, and all the rest of it. It gives us so much information that we can go out and we can actually use this information. Now, if you like the look of all of this, like I say, we do have the free food delivery, which is free food delivery app. You have everything in there that will help your restaurant actually go out and start delivering food. It's not going to cost you anything, and it's free for life. If you decide that you want to upgrade and you want these Instagram features along with loads of other features, then the upgrade is really simple. And we have several different options. We also have QR codes and things such as this, and websites and everything like that. Now, it's all on Restaurant Orders Free, so it's restaurantordersfree.com. If you head over there, have a look over there. I would love to hear your comments about this. What have you found that's really working in your Instagram? What is your Instagram little masterstroke that you found out and you went, this is awesome, I need to share this. Right, let's hear what you've got to say. I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. Thanks very much, and speak soon.